Hi everyone. I built a do-it-yourself drill press without using a drill press. It was built using only basic hand tools, plus a miter saw, compact circular saw, and bar clamps. It can also be converted to a disc sander, so keep watching until the end for that. I watched a lot of videos on building a DIY drill press, but many of them use drill presses in the process, which is kind of ironic. Some use a router, but what if you also don't have a router? Credit goes to Lukas at All Flavor Workshop for his design, which mine was based off of. I simplified the design to fit my novice skill level. I built a mock-up with an old quarter drill and then got to work. I started with the mounting board with the width of the board based on my mock-up. I cut the back end at a 45-degree angle and two cleats, one for the drill press and one for the disc sander. I cut the length of the mounting board according to my mock-up. I used a bar clamp to measure the diameter of the drill collar and the body for the mounting clamps. The clamp for the body was placed just behind the vent openings. I subtracted the diameter of the collar from the width of the mounting board to locate the mounting location of the collar clamp. I measured the distance from the collar to the top of the drill to determine the height of the clamp arms. I inserted a 3/8-inch diameter drill bit, positioned it parallel to the mounting board, determined the height, and then subtracted 3/8 of an inch. With that measurement and by trial and error, I cut spacers to align the drill bit parallel to the mounting board. Before I got too far, I drilled holes for the machine screws that hold the mounting board to the sled. I placed the arms of the collar clamp on the front of the mounting board, tested the fit of the drill collar, and then glued and clamped the arms in place. I used the alignment spacer I cut earlier to place the drill bit parallel to the mounting board and then measured the height for the body clamp. I cut and tested the clamp arms and doubled up the thickness for more stability. After the glue dried, I sunk in wood screws into the front clamp arms for more strength. I placed the drill on the mounting board, clamped on two side rails, and used two combination squares to check the alignment of the drill. I then glued and clamped the arms for the body clamp in place. I cut and attached the bars for the collar clamp and body clamp. I installed the bar for the collar clamp while checking parallel alignment with the spacer. I secured the body clamp arms with screws and then installed the bar for the body clamp. Again, using the spacer to check parallel alignment of the drill bit to the mounting board. I cut and installed a stop piece to secure the drill in place. The front clamp keeps the drill from moving forward. The stop piece keeps the drill from moving backwards. The two clamps hold the drill to the mount and prevent side-to-side movement. And finally, the body clamp prevents the drill from rotating. The drill is held tightly to the mounting board. Now for the sled. I cut two boards to match the length of the 14-inch drawer slides. I positioned the drill mount to the front edge of the sled board, drilled pilot holes for the mounting holes, and then completed the drilling of the sled board. I enlarged the holes on the bottom of the sled board to accept T-nuts. This arrangement allows me to remove and reinstall the drill onto the sled in exactly the same position each time. I installed a cleat to secure the back end of the drill mount board. Now to the tower. I attached the drawer glides to the edges of the stationary tower board with 3 screws each. I placed double-sided tape on the drawer slides, carefully aligned the sled board onto the slides, and secured them in place with 3 screws each. I then installed side rails onto the drill mount board. The side rails help to reposition the drill back onto the mounting board. I built a 90-degree tower mount and checked for squareness. I screwed the tower mount to the base and checked for squareness. I attached the sled board to the tower mount and checked for squareness again. The drill was heavy and awkward to use as is, so I decided to add a spring. After some trial and error, I found this spring would work best and attached it to the bottom of the drill mount board. I then noticed 2 problems with my design. First, the drill was going to hang too low. Second, the drawer slides had too much play in the raised position, which messed up the front to back squareness of the drill. I brainstormed and came up with solutions for both problems. First, I added height to the tower, connected the spring to the top side of the tower, and provided this cutout to engage and disengage the bottom end of the spring to a screw mounted on the bottom of the sled board. Second, I added wood guides to keep the sled as close to perpendicular as possible. The wood guides support the weight of the drill, and disengaging the spring allows me to lower the setup and place the drill press on a shelf in my garage. I also rubbed on Johnson paste wax to reduce friction of the wood guides. Another squareness check and then a test drilling. Not too bad for a novice woodworker. Don't go away yet. The disc sander is coming up next. For the disc sander, I removed the drill mounting board and used it to determine the size of the fixed sander mounting board. Like for the drill press, I attached a cleat at the back, side rails, and T-nuts to secure the drill to the sander mount. The fun part was that I was able to use the drill press for this. I cut and attached legs to the sander mounting board and base. I then installed this 5-inch diameter sanding attachment to the drill. I'll leave a link in the description below. I stuck on a sanding disc and built and attached a simple table to the base. The tabletop is spaced 1/8 of an inch away from the sanding disc and can be removed by removing 2 screws under the tabletop. And the disc sander works like a charm. Removing the tabletop makes it easy to remove and install the drill with the sanding disc attached. This was a long but fun build for me. I hope this video was helpful and gave you ideas on how to build your own drill press and disc sander without using a drill press.